This video will work through problem 5.9 in Gapenski's Healthcare Finance 6th edition. In problem 5.9, we are working with Charity Hospital, a not-for-profit. It has a maximum capacity of 15,000 discharges per year. Variable patient service costs are $495, not thousand, $495 per discharge. So variable cost is $495 D for discharge. Variable general and administrative costs are $5 per discharge. So we've got multiple parts. So it's actually plus 5D, right? Fixed hospital overhead. So that means that variable cost per discharge is actually 500D. Variable general and administrative, fixed hospital overhead is $4 million per year. So fixed costs equal $4 million. And then revenue per discharge. So total revenue per discharge is $1,000. So total revenue would be 1,000D. So what is Charity's break-even volume in number of discharges? All right, given this scenario, we know that profit equals total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue is 1,000D minus total cost. Total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost, so that is 4 million plus variable cost of 500D. So 4 million plus 500. And distributing the negative, we get 1,000D minus 4 million minus 500D. Consolidate terms, we get 500D minus 4 million is our profit function. So if we want to find break even for the number of discharges, we set profit equal to 0. We add 4 million to both sides, we get 500D equals 4 million. Then we just divide both sides by 500, and we get, what is that, 8,000? 4 million divided by 500, yeah, 8,000. So, okay. Now, assume Charity's total discharges for 2014 totaled 10,000. A specialty cardiac hospital opened near Charity so that discharges in 2015 will only reach 8,500. Management is planning to cut fixed costs so that the total for 2015 will be 1 million less than 2014. Management is also considering reducing variable staffing costs in order to earn a target profit that will be the same dollar amount as the profit earned in 14. Charity already has had 4,000 discharges in 15 at a reimbursement rate of 1,000 per discharge with variable costs unchanged. What contribution margin per unit is needed on the remaining 4,500 discharges in order to reach the target profit? All right, so there's a lot of pieces to this part. So let's get started. All right. Oh my goodness. The first thing we need to do is calculate just how much money Charity made in 2014. So we know from, so this we're going to work with our original profit function from a minute ago. So profit is going to equal $500 per discharge minus 4 million. Right, that was the profit function that we ultimately arrived at. So if they had 10,000 discharges, we'd have 500 times 10,000 minus 4 million. So 500 times 10,000 is 500, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Right, 5 million minus 4 million gives us 1 million in profit. So in 2014, they made $1 million in profit. Now, we expect in 2015 for discharges to equal 8,500. Okay, so there we got to remember that. Management is planning to cut fixed costs so that total for 2015 will be 1 million less than 2014. Management is also considering reducing variable staffing costs in order to earn a target profit that will be the same as same dollar amount as the profit earned in 2014. Charity has already had 4,000 discharges in 2015 at the reimbursement rate of $1,000 per. So how much revenue has been earned so far? So right now we've had 4,000 discharges at $1,000 per discharge. So we're currently sitting at 4 million in revenue. Okay, so just revenue. We know that our variable costs haven't changed yet. We're looking at that, right? So we're going to assume that we've spent $500 per on these visits so far. Sorry, 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 times 500 is 2 million. So we have a total contribution margin at this point of 2 million. All right. And now we know that we're going to do 4,500 more visits. We know that total fixed cost is going to wind up being $1 million less than last year. So fixed costs are going to be 3 million instead of 4 million. And variable costs so let's take an accounting of where we're at right now. Where we're at right now, if we were to continue to do this P&L as it sits, we have earned 4 million, spent 2 million on variable costs, and we expect our fixed costs to be 3 million. So our profit at this point is minus $1 million. And we want to get to a profit of 1 million. Now, luckily for us, we've still got 8,500 minus 4,000, 4,500 discharges to go. So how much do we need to earn in contribution margin on those 4,500 visits to get us from negative $1 million to positive $1 million? Well, the difference between negative 1 million and positive 1 million is $2 million, right? We need to have $1 million to get back to zero, and then another $1 million to get up to our target of 1 million. So our our total contribution margin on the 4,500 visits has got to be $2 million, right? So how much contribution per discharge do we need? Well, we need total contribution margin of 2 million divided by 4,500 discharges. 2 million divided by 4,500 gives us a contribution margin per discharge of 444.44. So if we assumed that we continued to earn the $1,000 in reimbursement per discharge, and our current variable costs remain the same, we would have a contribution margin per discharge of 500, which is what we already had, right? That is what we've been using already. So it looks like at $500 per discharge, we will actually have excess contribution margin, or we'll actually have a profit in excess of $1 million. So management doesn't need to cut variable costs necessarily, but very often, if you can, why wouldn't you? Because you are running a more efficient organization. But the base answer here is the required contribution margin would be 444 in order to hit our $1 million target. We are actually already earning $500 per discharge, so we don't need to worry about cutting variable costs any further.